Today's topic is about the difference between the use of since and for. Have you ever wondered how to talk about an event that began in the past and continues in the present? In English, we often use prepositions to place a noun, pronoun, or noun phrase in time. This way, we can communicate the passage of time. One common problem that English learners face is how to use prepositions of time. Two of the most common prepositions of time are for and since. English learners often have difficulties with these two prepositions because their native languages may use prepositions differently. Now, let us learn about why you should use for and since and where it should be used. Before that, let us understand some of the key factors of since and for. Since focuses on the initiation or starting point of an action or event. For emphasizes the duration or length of time during which an action or event has occurred. Since indicates the point in time when something began and is often followed by a specific time reference or clause. For is followed by a period of time, such as hours, days, weeks, months, or years. Since is used for actions that are still ongoing or relevant to the present moment. For is used to describe actions or events that have a finite duration or have been completed. A simple comparison between since and for. While both since and for are used to indicate time, since focuses on the starting point of an action or event, while for emphasizes the duration or length of time that an action has been going on. Since is typically followed by a specific point in time or clause indicating when an action began, whereas for is followed by a period of time to specify the duration of an action. It's common to use both since and for together in sentences to provide a comprehensive understanding of when an action started and how long it has been going on. For example, I have been working at the company since 2010 for 10 years. This sentence indicates both the starting point of working at the company and the duration of 10 years. In English, we use since to refer to a point of time. Since can refer to a point of time after a specific time or event in the past, or it can refer to a particular point beginning sometime in the past and continuing until in the present time. The particular point in time could be anything, like since 7 a.m., since Monday, 1947, since the 18th century, since the fall of Soviet Russia, since I left the college. For in English, we use the preposition to talk about an amount of time or space. The amount of time could be seconds, minutes, hours, days, months, or even years. The amount of time does not need to be exact. You could use for when you are talking about vague periods of time, like for the weekend, for ages, for a long time. The important point is that for is used to specify a period of time. In English, the basic formula for using for is for plus a period of time. For since, it is since plus a particular point in time. Most commonly, since is used in perfect structures. That is present perfect continuous, past perfect continuous structures. In sentences, since we usually use in perfect tenses. While using since, we normally use the present perfect, past perfect tenses in the main clause of the sentences. You would not use since when you are talking about the future because, by definition, Since refers to specific point in the past. So here I have given few examples. The sun has been shining since morning. She has lived here since 1975. He said that he had been in Delhi since his birth. He has been visiting this theater since it was started in 2015. He has never failed since he has been admitted to school. He is still in school, it means. She has behaved courageously since she has been in the hospital for the treatment of cancer. You can use since in the structure. It is with a period of time mentioning and since. It was a year since I had seen her. How long is it since you got engaged? So these two examples, it refers to the present perfect tense. You can hear the word since in many popular songs like The Temptations, where the prepositions are used. Since I lost my baby, since I lost my baby, since I lost my baby. So when you hear that song, since is followed by I lost my baby. This means that the singer lost someone he loves. Because he lost the person he loves at a specific point in time, you use the preposition since. Now, for can be used with all the tenses. In English, we use the preposition for to talk about an amount of time or space. The amount of time could be seconds, minutes, hours, days, months, or even years. So, a couple of examples have been given here. She has been an IAS officer for 12 years. She has been staying in the hostel for 10 days. I have studied in this college for 3 years. I lived in Delhi for 7 years. All that means that you are not doing it right now. They will be here for a couple of months. For cannot be used with all day, all the time. So I was there all day. We cannot use I was there for all the day. That is a wrong construction. I was there all day, right? So this is the difference between since and for, how it should be used. Remember, for is used with the period of time, and since is used to refer a specific point in time. You can use for and since with similar verb tenses if you wish. Thank you. Meet you with another topic very soon.